Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
Oh, hey there, Blue Ironhide. Do you think you can help me out here, please, sir? Betcha.
You suck.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be a target master or something? Oh.
Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at another Transformers figure, and it's Crosshairs from Transformers Siege. Now, I found this figure at my local Walmart here in Center Grove on the south side of Indianapolis, and I was not expecting to find this or the Spinister figure. I was looking for a worthy cap, I believe, at the time, and saw Spinister sitting on the peg. This guy was sitting on the shelf, kind of off behind another figure, and they were the only ones they had. And it's the only ones I've seen actually on the shelf, so I had to snap them up. Crosshairs was one of my personal favorite figures back in G1, the Target Master. I love that figure to death. Unfortunately, he's not a Target Master here. When we did those, the Headmasters and Target Masters in the previous line, this guy should have been one of those, but alas, he's not. But I'm pretty sure I could probably find a little Target Master for him. This is pretty much the Ironhide Ratchet mold that's been redone. He's got a different head sculpt, and obviously he has a different paint scheme, but that's okay. I still loves him. So let's go ahead and jump in there and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Crosshairs in the packaging, and this guy looks really good. This, another figure much like Ratchet, where the paint job really shows off the sculpt. I definitely dig it. I like the fact they painted the inside of his chest white to kind of emulate the white cockpit he had on the original G1 toy. The red and the blue looks good. I like the head sculpt on it already. Package exactly the same that we've seen in the other Siege figures. Top of the box has got the Autobot logo. It says Transformers, Siege, Crosshairs, there he is. So this is all exactly the same that we've had before. We get his artwork right here, which is cool. Definitely dig that. Side of the package has that standard Siege kind of poster art we're accustomed to. Back of the box basically looks like Ironhide with a different head sculpt. Which, I mean, it should, I guess, right? And then it shows you, hey, we can use the Battle Masters, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, he's basically a redux of Ironhide or Ratchet, basically the same figures. And that's okay. I can work with that because it looks like the character, and that's all that matters. So this is pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Crosshairs out of box and see what we think. So here we have Crosshairs out of the packaging, and I gotta say, I really do like this figure for the most part, except for the fact, much like Spinister, he does not come with his Target Master counterpart, and I don't know why. They should at least put the Target Masters out in little sets, you know, with the Battle Masters, you know, make them Target Masters. That would have been a logical thing to do. And then at least they could have made more money by selling the Target Master figure here and then selling the actual weapon separately. Or charge me $5 more and put it in there. I wouldn't mind that at all. But I do like the figure. It is Ironhide and Ratchet. If you've got those figures, you got this one. The only difference is the head sculpt. It is a Crosshairs specific head sculpt, which is nice. I will say I do like the paint scheme on the little missile launcher battle hammer thing that he comes with. Looks almost like a fire axe right there. So that's kind of cool. I definitely dig that. Articulation on this guy, just like Ratchet and Ironhide. So you can move the head back and forth, up and down. Arms go up really far. They go all the way around. There's a mushroom peg for a twist at the upper arm. He's got elbow joints right there, single joints. Fists have a twist right there. He has got a very tight twist at the waist. Kicks up that far. He kicks back. Whoop, focus. There we go. Kicks back really, really far. Kicks all the way out like that. He has a twist at the upper leg. Very nice knee joint right there. The feet do have that crazy ankle rocker pivot we love! With this being his widest possible stance with both feet still flat on the floor. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I love the head sculpt on this. This totally says Crosshairs to me. You know, this was one of my favorite figures when I was a kid. I like how the internal part there is all white as you look through the cockpit, because he had a white canopy on the old toy. The red, the blues, all that look really, really good. It's basically, well, it's not basically, it is the same sculpt as the Ironhide and the Ratchet figure. We're just decoed in the Crosshairs look, which is very, very cool. You know, coming with this different head sculpt in the different paint really does make it look like a different bot, which is very, very cool and very reminiscent of that old G1 toy. So looking at the midsection of the figure, again, I like the color scheme, the black and the blue, the red, the white there, that all looks really, really good. The white underneath, the hinge under there above his waist, all the black. I mean, it just makes it look like a different figure from Ratchet and Ironhide, and it's just paint. That's all it is, which is pretty interesting. And it's funny, I was complaining about the wheels on the figure feeling a bit like, I don't know, KO-ish. And I went back and looked at the Ironhide figure. He's the same way. So, you know, it is what it is with those wheels. But, yeah, I mean, the color pattern looks like the old school Target Master, and that's what I'm digging. And finally, take a look at the legs of the figure. Again, it's the same that we get on Ratchet Ironhide. I can't say that enough. But they're blue, the upper legs are red. I do like how they hinge around and close up on the figure, giving him a very nice solid look. Now, the difference on this guy, he's got some stickers that kind of go back to the old school G1 toy that Ratchet Ironhide don't have. They're all paint apps. So the stickers are kind of interesting. And yeah, I mean, overall, pretty decent. It's got some very nice fat feet that hold it up well, and they've got the ankle rocker pivot that allows you to get it in some pretty dynamic posing. For comparison, here we have Crosshairs with Ironhide. I don't know what I did with my Ratchet figure at the moment, but as you can see, they're basically the same exact sculpt, much like Ratchet. The only difference is the head sculpts themselves. Everything else looks exactly the same. He does have some stickers on his legs here, which is interesting, versus Ironhide is all paint. The paint damage on the feet look different. So different paint splashes on the feet, so that's interesting. Looking at the sides, again, looks like they're the same mold to me. Looking at the back here, exactly the same. The only difference that we have between the figures is the fact that he's got the Crosshairs head sculpt versus the Ironhide one. So here we have Crosshairs in his vehicle mode, and it's the exact same as Ironhide and Ratchet. It's even got the same gun up here. I'm going to take that off really quick. So yeah, there it is. It's in the classic Crosshairs color pattern, which I do dig. I will say on this one, the wheels feel a little wonky, a little almost KO-ish. I don't know if that's mold degradation or just bad QC on mine. But yeah, for the most part, pretty cool. It does have stickers on the side, which is different from the other figures, so that's interesting. Yeah, overall, I think it works. Definitely interesting, definitely cool. All the feet in the back, that kind of thing. A little white patch here and there. I would have liked to have a bit more white up front here in the canopy, but it is what it is. He does have some very nice painted headlights there. Been cool to have some red thrusters or something back there. I don't know. But yeah, overall, not bad. I mean, it rolls. It's that Cybertronian van we've gotten twice before. So is the Transformers Siege Crosshairs a figure that you want in your Transformers collection? Well, if you're an old school G1 fan, I think you're going to like this figure. If you're looking to complete out all the Siege figures, you're going to want this. If you are a Target Master fan, this might irritate you in the fact it doesn't actually come with a Target Master, which is kind of irksome. However, they have been putting out some, I guess they call them Battle Masters in this line, that they turn into Target Master-like weapons that you can get and substitute for this figure. I think that's probably the biggest drawback I found with Spinister and Crosshairs here, is the lack of the Target Master partner, which is just kind of lame. Other than that, love the color scheme, love the new head sculpt. It works for this. In fact, I think his alt mode probably fits him better than it does Ironhide and Ratchet, because he was kind of a Cybertronian armored truck anyway, back in the old G1 series. So definitely kind of cool, definitely fun. One of my favorite figures as a kid. I'm very glad to have a new updated version of him in my collection. So there he is, Crosshairs from Transformers Siege.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.